What's good? It's Ronan the Traveler. And man, I just want to say thank you to all the brothers joining the Facebook group. We are growing. This is a good thing. It's bigger than me. It's about the code, the male code, that we all work together. But look, I wanted to show you guys this wonderful neighborhood. The Piantini is great. See, I recommend staying in Piantini and Zona Colonial, like when you first start coming. And this is in Santo Domingo. Once you start to learn the city, then you can stay in other places, you know, like Santo Domingo Este and whatever. But here in this neighborhood of Piantini, man, you have everything, man. Like, I used to look at Dominican Republic just like a lot of other people look at Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic has this bad, like, people just think third world country struggling, and there's definitely pockets of this thing. Remember, when you see Santo Domingo, man, that's why I fell in love with Santo Domingo. And I remember riding the Uber, seeing how beautiful it was. I couldn't believe it. Riding on the coast, going into the city, just seeing the beauty, man. This place has everything that you want, man. The people, the culture, it is wonderful. And when I look at the United States right now, man, it's on fire. And being in Dominican Republic is definitely a restart. Because I said this in one of the videos, man. I wanted to go to Africa, but I'm so glad that I did come. And I'm glad that we picked Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo will be wonderful for a first-time traveler. Now look, if you're looking at Sosua, Sosua is fun. Sosua is a place, you know, I told a story about my cousin Ken, a slippery Pete, but I'm telling you, Sosua is definitely fun. But if you want something serious, like let's say you're really looking for a chick, you can find her in Santo Domingo, definitely, and Santiago and other places. Don't look at Sosua too much unless she's outside of the working, because Sosua is a big city. You have good women in Sosua. The lady that I deal with the most is from the outer bands of Sosua, but she's a teacher. But Santo Domingo, dude, if you learn a little Spanish, so this is what I recommend. Let's start right here, because somebody asked me this. Do you recommend Santo Domingo or Sosua? First thing I say, what are you looking for? Are you looking for just a fun experience, or do you really want a good traditional woman? Do you want, and look, you're going to have to go through it, because not every woman in Dominican Republic is traditional. Can you find a good traditional woman here? Yes, you can. You can. There's plenty. But look, just make sure you're ready, because you will be somebody's boyfriend quick, and you will be meeting families. And just make sure that you want this. Like I went through this, you know. I always got some story. I've lost like really good women because I didn't really know what I want at the time. Like I'm coming here, and look, I've been getting women all my life, but I gotta admit, man, I've got some women who probably was, I'm gonna say, sevens. You know, I want them to do is I had a lot of sevens. But when I came to Dominican Republic, I was able to get better than the seven. So some of the first women I met that wasn't working girls, regular girls, they were down. They liked me. They wanted us to be together. And even the banker, man, she was a wonderful person. She did, like, I think about her all the time. And I talk to her every now and then. She checks on me, but she, let me tell you kind of what happened, you know. On my channel, man, I keep it 100 with the brothers, man. I lay it out. And some sisters, because according to YouTube, I'm 95% man, 5% woman. So shout out to you women who's feminine, trying to do your thing. Shout out to you. So the woman, I called her Nat, you know. And I almost say her real name, because my girlfriend now gets mad if I say her name. She says it. She gets, because she knows about her. She saw her text me, and you know Dominican women are jealous, but it's cute sometimes. So look, she wanted something very serious, and she was 27, and when we first started kind of talking, she was a good woman, man. She worked very hard, and she took good care of me. So look, one day she invites me to a family gathering, and look, they're just like us over there. I mean, we have all these family gatherings. They have these things too. And we get to the family gathering. I'm drinking a little bit, talking with the family, and the dad comes to me like real man, just squared up. He say, "What are your intentions with my daughter? Because, you know, you've been talking to her for a while." Like a man, I had to respect it. And I'm like, "You know, I like your daughter. We getting to know each other." He said, "Y'all been talking a long time. You should know her by now." And the whole family looked, they laughed, but I can tell it was like that. And it made her feel a certain kind of way. So when we were riding back to the place, she was like, "Look, what is your intentions with me?" And I looked at her because I didn't really want to hurt her, because now the person I am now, I can definitely see myself being with her like that. But it's just that, man, I was in wolf mode, man. It's just like I was new to the country, and I was just not used to seeing that many beautiful women in one spot. You know, in America, you see pretty chicks, yeah. And look, if you wanted brothers on the East Coast, New York dudes, man, y'all used to that. Philly, you know, y'all kids used to that, man. I'm in the South, and we used to have women like that. But now I don't see that many pretty chicks in one place like that no more. I'm sorry, I just don't. So being in Santo Domingo, man, started messing with my head. And remember, when you come here as an American, you have a advantage, especially if you got your paper right. See, my paper was right. I worked on myself. I got my money together. So, you know, you looking at a person who makes $100,000 a year in Dominican Republic, man, you pass rich. So I came in as top tier. And when you're top tier, I can have all the women I want. So I had to get it out of my system. And she gave me a ultimatum one day. She said, "Look, I'm not going to wait for you. Either we're going to move this forward and get engaged, or I'm going to stop talking to you." And I looked at her like, "What? You don't tell me what to do now." You know, I had that. Remember, Lawrence Fishburne off of What Love Got to Do With It. I looked at her like, "Oh wait, hold on, you give me ultimatum." You know, but now I respect it. I understand. I'm like, "Well, look, mama, you do what you got to do. You know, I mean, you ain't gonna force me into anything. I respect you, and I respect your family." And she was like, "Look, if you don't do something, I'm telling you, I'm gonna stop talking to you." And we got more and more distant, but it really wasn't her. It was me, and it was all me. You know, because that's what I always talk about, man. You got to make sure that you're ready for those things, man. And I always think about, you know, shout out to Taylor Made, man. I've heard him say these same things, man. So I understand it now, but it's just good just to be honest with him, man. Because let me tell you something, and this is to you dudes, man. You're gonna come here, and dude, you're gonna see women so beautiful, and you're gonna pick one, and you're gonna like her, and then you're gonna go to the grocery store, because that's where it happened to you at, man. It ain't these chicks on the strip. I done had so much fun with women on the strip, and I had fun with working girls. It's all good, but it's the regular girls you're gonna have problem with, man. When you go to the bank and you see this beautiful woman, when you go to the mall, you're gonna see beautiful women everywhere you go. And if, you know, I'm an old school dude, man. I can walk up to a woman and have a conversation with her. And I know some of you young dudes could pull that off too, man. Y'all the Panthers. Walk up to women, especially, look, learn some Spanish. If you learn just enough Spanish to talk a little bit, you will win. You won't be stopped, man. Listen to your big brother or your uncle. Listen to me. If you just learn enough Spanish to talk a little bit, man, you're gonna win. Stop dealing with these big Shirleys in America, man. Do not be a plantation bro. Get your stuff together, man. Join the cartel. learn. And see, that's another reason too for that whole group thing, man, that we learn from each other. We teach each other the game. I don't know everything, but we can all work together. And I was talking about this with some brothers, man. Brothers asking me, how can I, as a young man, travel? I tell them, you don't got no money, get some. Go work a couple of jobs, save some. That's how I bought my other first house. I always talk about those street jobs. I did it. Man, look, let me tell you what one of those jobs was. I'm keeping it 100 with you. One of them jobs I had, man, because I had lost everything. I worked at a truck stop in the middle of the night. These dudes was coming in, use the toilet, do everything, man. I'm in there washing this stuff down with hose pipes, man. It was a disgusting, degrading job. But it made me realize what the grind was. I think it made me more masculine. It made me like, look, I'm ready to do whatever it takes to get back on my feet, And look, I even had a little girlfriend. I got a little girlfriend at this time. And look, this is story time, man. Like, we're just talking. And I remember, man, coming home one night, and I was only left with this raggedy Ford Taurus, man. It was a 2000 Ford Taurus, and it was raggedy. I'm riding on the interstate, man, and the car caught on fire for no reason. It was just terrible, man. I felt bad. I left the car there, and I walked back to my apartment. And when I opened my door, all the furniture was gone. Everything I had was gone. I had clothes in the closet. The chick that I was dealing with, it took all the furniture, man. I dropped to my knees, and I sit there, and I fell backwards. And I remember when you fall backwards, man, all you can do is get up. And I sit there, and I say, you know what? This is my fault. I took responsibility for where I was at in the moment. And I say, you know what? And I was like, God, never again. If give me the strength. And I'm not even a religious dude, man, but I keep a samurai sword in my house, man. That's my name is Ronan. A Ronin don't have no master. A Ronin is a vagabond. Go from place to place, do what it got to do. I don't serve anybody. And hopefully I can put that picture in the video. I have a beautiful Japanese sword hanging in my house in the United States, man. And that's a reminder that you have to keep pushing through, and that you have to be a warrior. Don't take no prisoners, man. And that's what this channel's about. And I'm trying to help brothers, teaching them things I learned, and show you that no matter what's going on in your life, man, you can win, and we win together. That's the code. That's the cartel code, man, especially to all men. Guy asks me, man, this is, I want to join a group, but I'm white. I say, I don't care what color you are. You dealing with the same thing we dealing with. I don't care what your politics are. What I do care about is, are you for the betterment of all men? Because we all need it, man. So I know I went on a little tangent a little bit, man, but I try to keep it real with you brothers, man. That's where I'm at, man. I respect you guys. Shout out to the cartel. And as always, man, we out.